Hi, Jen Gilchrist here, your soul alignment and success mentor. And I am excited to just come in with a quick tidbit around how to know when you're in or out of balance with your own divine, your own masculine or feminine energy, and why it's essential in terms of creating success, especially as heart-driven, purpose-driven, transformational leaders, like I know all of you that follow me are. It's really important that we honor this integration of the masculine and feminine. And so I'm going to share some ways. Some of it will be review, maybe it's going to be a reminder, or maybe it'll give you a little bit of an aha about recognizing this more often, because awareness is definitely the key. As we all know, as transformational leaders and intuitive, heart-centered entrepreneurs, doing business is a little bit different. We're being called out of the cookie cutter way of doing business, right? Those very strict strategies and cut and dry ways of doing things don't necessarily work for the transformational entrepreneur. And so it's really important that we really sink into learning to cultivate our intuition and trusting ourselves and taking action from that internally driven, guided space, right? From that very conscious space. And so one thing I noticed, just to first chat about, say hello as you're hopping on if you can resonate with this. But first of all, we'll talk about the masculine energy, right? Because we definitely need both. We need to have an integration of both, the balance of the masculine and feminine. So the masculine energy, when we're in balance, it's inspired action. We are in motion, we are motivated, we are taking action, we are getting things done, we're moving and we're shaking, but we feel excited, we feel lit up, we feel energized, and we feel confident and having fun. Like there's a movement to the energy, and it's definitely that you could be in a creative zone of getting a lot done. And some people on the outside might even say, oh, you're just busy all the time, but you feel good. You feel lit up because you're creatively driven, right? And you're taking the action, and it feels good because you feel in alignment with your soul's calling and with your heart's desires, right? Hey, Philip, thanks for joining. And so that's great, but we have to have that physical, real world action in order to create on Earth, right? We just have to. And when it's out of balance, though, we can get into the push mode. We can start to lose our inspiration. We start to feel drained. We start to feel frustrated. We start to feel like we're doing a lot of effort for little gain. It'll start to put you in the energy of chasing, and instead of attracting clients, you'll be in that mode that ends up repelling people from the work that you're doing, right? Because you get into that efforted space. You feel burnt out. You feel overwhelmed. You're now losing the inspiration, and you're in the space of to-do, shoulds, and not taking care of yourself, often forgetting for the self-care and all these things, right? Hey, Monica. Hey, Crystal. I'm sure you girls can resonate with what I'm saying, because you guys are both amazing, intuitive people as well. So it's important, it's essential for us, right? And so the divine feminine, or the feminine energy that we all have, male or female, we have both these energies within us. It's that intuitive, it's that creative, it's that inspiration, it's that connectedness to that larger truth. It's a higher perspective. It gives us the ability to have those creative downloads and to be an inspiration to others, right? It's what fuels us. It's that creativity spark that allows us to feel excited, and also really is a fast track to success. One of the best things that I think I've spent time and money and energy into is developing my intuition enough to be able to trust it to take inspired action, to be able to take leaps of faith, to be able to, at some points, trust my intuition enough to invest in $22,000 business program because I felt it was right, even though I had no clue how I was going to pay for it. And of course, it works out, because I do believe we're always provided for when we take action in alignment with that intuitive knowing, which is often outside of our comfort zone and not logical, right? But that is different than just being willy-nilly and just taking action on everything, right? So it's important for us to really be able to discern and to know that. And then we really need to integrate that, like on the feminine mode, like when we're in our feminine, because this is easy to do as well. We love that feeling of being in the upper chakras. We love the feeling of journaling, of meditating, of visualizing, which are all practices I try to do daily, right? I think they're essential. As a highly sensitive entrepreneur, I think it's essential. So, but if we don't take action, then we end up, having 15 journals, having all these ideas, mapping out all this amazing content, and like creating all these programs, but never launching it, never selling it, never saying anything about it, right? Never getting it done, just kind of in that creative space without the grounded 3D action of actually sharing it with the world, right? Or doing the other things that need to be done that might not feel comfortable, or might be a little scary, or just for whatever reason you're not doing it, right? And so this is a really important things to be aware of, because we're all going to flow in and out of these spaces. And it's important and it's powerful when we learn how to actually integrate our masculine and feminine. And so the first tip really is awareness, right? You have to have the awareness of where you're at. So noticing where you're at. Have you been in balance with your masculine and feminine? Are you feeling burnt out and lacking passion? Well, then maybe it's time for that internal, feminine energy, whether that's nurturing the self, the body, through self-care. Oh, you're welcome, Monica. I'm glad this is resonating for you. Sometimes it's just great reminders, right? So it's about giving to ourselves, it's about nourishing our cup. It's about, maybe it is time for some more quiet retreat space to get back into that creative download. And I love this journal prop of just, what message does my soul want to share today, right? You can use this in many ways, but when you're looking at creating content, what message does my soul want to share today? What wants to be expressed through me? What do I feel excited and lit up about? And just start there. And from there, the epiphanies will begin to come. And again, we got to now shift into the masculine and say, okay, so what's the next aligned step I can take right now in order to be in, to get this into fruition, or to be in alignment with, whatever goal you have in mind, whatever inspiration comes through. Now it's, what action do I need to take? And then follow that. And so it's this daily dance of really recognizing when you need to be in your feminine and when you need to be in your masculine. So if you're spinning your wheels in creation mode, then you know what? It's time to get through. What's my resistance and procrastination? What's the fear? I'm going to take action. If you're in the effort zone, push, little results, frustrated, overwhelmed, and not having fun, then it's time to step back and nurture yourself, get into the play, get into the fun, maybe some quiet time to get re-inspired about what it is you actually want to create, or what alignment shift may need to happen. And so those are some tips for you today. If this is resonating with you, I'd love to invite you. I'm going to put in here in the comments. The Amplify Love and Money course is starting this week. The pre-course materials out. There's one bonus spot available to get a free, the bonus spot is to get the free reading with me on your own particular love or money blocks. It's a 4-week transformational course, $97, super inexpensive, where we're going to be working on our ability to receive, on clearing out the heart chakra, raising our vibration, creating from that 5th dimensional aspect, but then grounding it into the 3D space, because we have to have both, right? So one module is all about clearing and healing any love wounds, anything we learned about love or receiving or giving and self-worth. Very depth on that. There's always going to be a training video. Healing activations. We're going to activate the heart, the high heart, and embody self-love, because that's very magnetic. We're going to, recreate from that elevated space, raise your set point and your ability to receive through clearing up our love stories, through clearing up our money stories. Also, we're going to do a module on the feminine energy to be magnetic, and then a module on the masculine energy in terms of getting into inspired action and integrating all of that, so that you can really, really get your goals in 2019 in a way that feels really good and authentic to you. So I put that comment in the comment below. Again, $97, one spot left for a free bonus. And you actually get to submit to me. There's a little bit of time left. Since I'm creating this in real time, there's some live components that a digital course costs, which is really amazing. I'm allowing people to submit to me your personal blocks. I'm going to include them in the activations. I'm making this in real time, so I can do that. I can offer that individualized support, because it's going to support the collective. If you have this block or fear, chances are somebody else does too. So it's a way to have more personalized clearing work within this group cost, right? And there's going to be 2 spaces later in the month for some live Q&A. So like office hours type situation where you need some specific guidance, I can support you on aligning with that as well in your love and money goals. But really, this is just your ability to receive on all levels, fulfillment, joy, really just your receiving space is a huge part that goes back to love and money wounds and fears and karma and patterns that we've learned from our family. So I'm really excited to be offering this. You can check the comments below for that link. You can feel free to private message me or comment if you have any questions. Hey, Carol, good to see you. Good to see you. All right, I also keep your eyes peeled. I'm going to be doing some other fun stuff in this coming week. I think I have a love and money chakra meditation in my personal Facebook group on Thursday. I also have a private training in my personal Facebook group. You can comment group if you want to be invited, which is all about how to attract your soul-aligned clients and love, because honestly, it's the same. There's a lot of the same energy there, right? It's about how to be magnetic, how to be in your heart, how to know your worth. So nice to see you too, Carol. Big hugs. to you back at you through the screen here. All right, well, thanks you guys. I look forward to talking with you soon. Thanks for joining me, and share this out with your friends if you think that it would be of value to them as well. All right, have a great day. Bye-bye.